7 Days of Wisdom, Aquaus Kelley, Tuesday, June 21st, 2017. I am here in my apartment at my desk, and looks like an absolute catastrophe, but it's all good because I'm thinking, moving, processing, and this is all a part of the process. I was just reading what chapter was it? Just reading chapter 11 of Keith Ferrazzi's Never Eat Alone. And in that chapter, I came across a sentence that really hit me and inspired me to shoot this video specifically aimed at the young people who feel they don't have enough experience to start. You keep hearing, you're great, but you don't have enough experience. Or you may just keep thinking that you don't have enough experience. Where do I start? How do I start if I don't have enough experience? So the topic for today's video is no experience, no worries. And here we go. So the sentence that I read in Keith Ferrazzi's book was, don't underestimate young people's ability to find creative insight. Again, don't underestimate young people's ability to find creative insight. So whether we are the young people or whether we are the older people dealing with young people, whether we're hiring young people, recruiting young talent, we have to keep our minds open to know that just because somebody is young doesn't mean they don't have the experience. They may not have the quote-unquote experience we're looking for. They may not have the traditional experience, but they do have experiences that can help to enhance our company and enhance whatever we are looking for. Now, here's the caveat. Young people, myself, ourselves, we have to learn how to communicate and articulate effectively exactly what it is we can add. What is our competitive advantage? Our competitive advantage to providing creative insight, new insight, is the way we look at things. Because we are inexperienced, because we're not jaded, because we're not already in the system, we are able to look at what is happening within a company, within a brand, within an organization, and provide a new perspective, a new scope, just because we're not used to the system. So these are the valuable insights that eventually create innovation, because we're not used to working in the system. We're able to look at things with a new scope. That's valuable. That's what consultants get paid hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars for, because they come into a situation as an external person and they are able to pinpoint exactly what needs to change. You should be doing this that way. You should be communicating with this person this way. It would be more effective because they're used to this particular thing, right? So there are a lot of, again, nuances and subtleties that come with both experience as well as quote-unquote inexperience. We all have experiences that we can pull from. How we translate our experience is really what makes us a valuable prospect, a valuable candidate for whatever position we are looking to attain. Shout out to Steve Stout, who has an agency literally aimed at this. A lot of creative agencies, marketing agencies are this. They are the people in between culture and business who are able to translate what it is one party wants and what it is another party wants, and then create that opportunity, create that value, proposition in between. So, young people, experience, you do have it. You may not have what somebody's looking for. We have it. We may not have what somebody's looking for, but it is up to us to really sit with ourselves, analyze what it is we have to bring to the table, and then create a way to create the conversation that allows us to effectively communicate exactly what we can do. Here's one tip. I often like to do very extensive research when it comes to presenting myself to someone else. So for example, if we have a company we want to work for, or an organization or a person we want to get in touch with, it's always best to do the research. It's already out there. See what it is they're talking about, see what it is they represent, listen to their podcasts, read their interviews, go on YouTube, watch their video interviews. There's a ton of content already out there. So before we go and approach people, before we go and approach organizations, it's very, very important to always do the research. Go to the website, but not only go to the website, dig deeper. Google the name, type PDF to see what articles come up. Maybe some journal articles, maybe some research articles. Put in annual report for the company. See what comes up. Everything is in the annual report. If it's a publicly traded company, everything we need to know is in that annual report in terms of strategy, financials, numbers, leadership team. So if you look through that, you get familiar with everything in that report, I almost promise you, you will find a gap. You will find an opportunity where you can present that idea that comes across your mind when you're reading that annual report. Find the right person, get it to them, and then create an opportunity for yourself. Hey, I was reading the annual report and I saw that you are looking for some additional help in this particular area, this particular sector. Here's an opportunity I feel I can provide. Let's set up a meeting. That's how it happens. It's all about being proactive. It's all about spotting voids, gaps for opportunities to create the conversation, and eventually put ourselves in positions to do something and help companies, help people, help brands, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really about. It's about impact. A lot of times impact does convert to revenue, it does convert to having a salary, and it does convert to us being in a position to pay our bills. That's what business is about. That's what life is about. So I really wanted to share these thoughts with everyone who is watching this video now. You're never too young to start. We are never too young to start. Don't get caught up in feeling that you don't have enough experience. We do have experience. It may be different from the traditional 10 years, 15 years working the same position or working in the same company, but we have experience. We have to use our experiences to create our own resume. Our reputation is our resume. Everything we go through is our resume. We just have to know how to package it up accordingly to make it valuable to whoever it is we're sitting across the table from. So it's important that we know ourselves. It's important that we know the person on the other side of the table. It's important that we are very keen and aware and have an understanding of where we are and where we want to go. From there, things will work out. We have to put in the work. We have to love what we do. Well, we don't have to, but if we don't, then life can be very, very complicated. I would suggest that we do love what we do because that makes things a lot simpler. When we're up at 4 in the morning until 12 midnight, when we love what we do, we go to sleep smiling. That's why I'm smiling right now. I love doing these videos. I love sharing insights. I love building a company. I love building brands. I love helping people. I'm so tuned in to what I love to do. Whatever doesn't align with that, I just wipe it off my plate. It's that simple. The things that do align with what I love doing, I keep going. I keep pushing. And nothing can stop us. Once we are aware of that, nothing can stop us. We are in a flow state all the time. Of course, we have small hiccups, but we're in a flow state. So let's find flow. Let's use our experience. All right? It's okay. No experience, no problem. Let's work. Let's do this. Leave a comment, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. Again, I'm here to help. Aquaus Kelley, 7 Days of Wisdom, A Lover's Ambition, signing out from my apartment in New Brunswick, New Jersey, June 21st, 2017. Peace and love.